Hello out there, YouTube and Reddit. I am Cameron Messmer, the Dreaded Magician. One of the videos that I wanted to do is a teaching video, but not just here's how you do a trick, but here is a trick that you all may know, and here is a creative way to do it. So it's kind of a teaching video if you didn't know the trick, and if you did know the trick, here's a creative way to do it. It might spark something in you to do something a little more creative than, oh, here is my Bill and Lemon routine, or here is my rope through neck routine, or here's my SpongeBob routine. This is a way for you to look at those tricks that you've always done and say, how can I do this in a more entertaining way? How can I make this more funny? How can I make this more creative? So I don't want to be the, hey, here's how to do a trick guy. I want to be the creative guy. I want to be the guy that pushes you guys to think, how could I do this better? How could I make this better magic? So there are a lot of teaching videos out there. I don't want to just pile onto those. You guys can learn magic from any number of places. I want you guys to learn creativity, not through me, but through your own creative minds. You guys have ideas that I would never think of because you have different life experiences that I don't have, and vice versa. But before we do any of those, I'm not going to get to any of those videos today, but I kind of want to talk about revealing secrets in magic. Now, in the past, you would have to go to a magician and he would mentor you and he would teach you. He might do a magic lesson. I've done magic lessons in the past, and people have paid me to do tricks that they probably could have got online. It takes a little bit more digging, and it's not a very personal touch to learn something from YouTube or to learn something from a forum somewhere. So a live magician that has experiences in certain things can show you things that you might not learn on just a YouTube video. So I think magic lessons and magic clubs and things like that are still very important, even though we have the internet these days, which is amazing. Don't get me wrong, I love the internet. It just can't always compare to a live experiences. Like, I wouldn't learn fire eating from the internet. That's a very bad idea. I learned fire eating from a book, which is even worse than YouTube. And I got burned, and everyone that learns things like fire eating is going to get burned. But that's one thing I really wouldn't learn from the YouTube. That's where personal experience and personal hands-on learning is really, really important. Something that's especially dangerous. If you get a paper cut from a card trick, who cares? But a lot of magicians, especially older magicians, think that giving away secrets about magic for free online is bad. And I kind of agree with them because it kind of cheapens it. But on the other hand, the laymen out there are not looking for the secrets online. Justin Robert Young, you might know him from iTricks or NSFW Show or Night Attack or any other number of things he does online, said that if you're looking for the secret to a magic trick on YouTube or a forum, you are a magician. If I show a trick to my friend, he is most likely not going to be like, I have to figure this out, I need to go online and figure out how this is done. They're usually just going to watch it and enjoy it for what it is. Some people treat it like a puzzle and they'll look for it, and that's fine, whatever. That one person knows how a trick is done, whoop-de-doo. But people will still go see magic shows, especially if they are creative and if they are entertaining. Like Penn and Teller, I could know every single trick that Penn and Teller does, how they do every single trick, and I would still go to their show every time I'm in Vegas because it's entertaining, it's creative, it's unique. There's nothing like Penn and Teller out there that I've seen, and it's because they have a very interesting take on magic. You've seen Teller's Miser's Dream with the fish tank. It's incredible. I think I know how that trick is done. I know how parts of it are done, definitely. But I could watch that all day, and he doesn't say a single word. He involves the audience. They're staring at him the entire time. They're not looking away. They're laughing, and it's amazing. And it's a miser's dream. This is what I want to do. I want to take things like Miser's Dream, or back palming, or sponge balls, or whatever it is, double lifts, and make it into something that you can't look away from. I don't want it to be just magic. I want it to be entertainment. I want it to be an art form. So again, in my opinion, if you were looking for a secret online, you were probably a magician or close enough. There are magicians out there that never actually get up and perform in front of people, but they treat this like a art. They treat this like a passion. They will sit there and learn different shuffles and moves and never show a single soul. This is just kind of their personal hobby. It's not entertainment for anyone, and that's fine. So what I kind of want to do is I might find a teaching video on YouTube that's showing you a trick. Or it might be a trick that you can get from a book at the library. It's going to be a simple, probably older trick or method or routine that you all know about. But then I'm going to try to come up with a couple creative ways to show you how to do those. And then I want you guys to come up with your own creative routines and send them to me, post them on YouTube, and I want to see how good we can get. There's kind of a theory that people only get as good at something as they need to be. If you learn how to cook, and you only learn how to cook so that it doesn't burn and it's okay and you're not gonna die, that's all the further you're going to get in cooking. The mind just kind of says, okay, that's how far I have to get, and that's how far I'm going to get. That's it. The only people that get any better at cooking or magic or comedy or swimming or anything else is they have to push themselves beyond this is good enough. This is the adequate point where I can do it and I'm good enough. You have to push beyond that good enough to get to another level. So if you want to get past, hey, I'm going to do sponge balls like this, you have to keep pushing yourself beyond what you can do. You might be good enough at that thing, but good enough is not always good enough. At least not if we want to make magic a creative art like I want to. So how about this? You guys send me a YouTube video of a teaching video, and I will come up with a creative way to do it. This is kind of like another magician challenge. Instead of coming up with a totally new concept or totally new routine idea, you come up with a video that already has a tried and true method, and I will see what I can do to tweak it and make it a little more creative. I'm challenging myself through you guys, I guess. So, thanks for watching. Have a good day. See ya.